Hi, this is Richie here. So today's video is going to be my underwater camera footage. Around about 5 to 7 years ago, I got my underwater camera, which was the Savage Gear Water Wolf. I also used my GoPro at the time with some of the recordings. So today's video is going to be looking over all that footage. I'm over the moon. I was able to find all my old footage from back then. So today's video is going to be my underwater camera footage. So the first scene you're going to see is the Savage Gear through line pike. I just want to try to explain what happened in that scene. Now, when I cast the lure out with the Water Wolf camera, one of the hooks at the back came out and went into the side of the lure. Now I'm going to explain. So hopefully you can see this in the camera. So you get your through line. So when the pike takes the lure, these trebles come out and then it's just through line. What happens is you've got this hook that stays in the pike, that holds in a wee hold this there, and it comes out when the pike takes it. But you've got this one here at the bottom that just floats about. So what had happened is, when I've cast the lure out, the hook is went into the side of the lure like that. So it wasn't the case that I put the hook in, it just went into the side of the lure when I cast it out. So when you see it in the first video, you're going to see it looking something like that, which was just an accident. So because that bit was loose, it just went into the side, and you'll see that in the camera, and that's the way it looks. So hopefully you can pick it up on the camera. So the second scene you're going to see is the very first time I actually used the Water Wolf camera, where I was dead baiting in the middle of winter for pike. The water column is quite dark, so you can't really see the pike too clearly. It was the very first time using it, so my judgment on how close the Water Wolf camera should have been to the wire trace was a wee bit more closer than it should have been. Also, when you're using the underwater camera, it zooms in a wee bit, so it makes it look actually closer than it actually was. So in this second scene, you'll see me dead baiting for the pike, bring the pike in. As soon as the pike gets into more shallower water, it shakes its head and it gets off because I was using barbless hooks. So that scene was the very first time I used the Water Wolf camera, and it's going to look a wee bit too close to the pike. But like I said, it was the very first time using it. It was through line method as well, and it was trial and error. The third scene you're going to see is the through line trout, and this, I think it was called a fire tiger pattern. And like the other lure, it's through line. This hook comes out very easy as seen. So as I've cast this lure out with the Water Wolf camera, the hooks went into the side of the lure a wee slight bit, just because how slack it is, and also what had happened was the wire trace had wrapped around the camera a wee bit, and that's how the lure's dead close to the camera. But as you'll see, it releases itself, and it was fine. So with both of these lures, I've caught pike on both of them. I've not altered them in any way, shape or form. The hook system, the through line system is exactly the way they come in a packet. So I've not changed anything with the lures. They are really good lures. There's plenty of bite marks on this one because I've had a few wee jacks on this one. Planning using these in upcoming videos and try to do more underwater camera videos. So hopefully you still enjoy this video. I've tried to make it, if I added a wee bit of music to it, try to make it a wee bit more entertaining. Hopefully you still enjoy it. The last two scenes at the end of the video was actually for the end of last year when I last used the underwater camera. The very last scene is you just see a big shadow of a pike coming in. I don't know if you can make out on your phones. I know when I look back in the footage on my phone you can really see it too good, but you can see it perfectly on a telly and on a computer screen because it was bigger. But hopefully you still enjoy this video. Until the next time, tight lines, and thanks for your support, I appreciate it.